Greetings, worthless subjects. How fitting it is that in this, our Jubilee year, our great country can celebrate so many glorious achievements, both abroad and here at home. When we ascended the throne in 1952, Britain was a country of proud imperial traditions. In that very year, as part of our civilizing mission, we set up a highly efficient and jolly professional concentration camp system in Kenya, teaching the benighted native peoples a good deal about torture, starvation, and the burning of homes. As Philip reminded our hosts on a recent visit, nothing burns quite like a Mau Mau village. And it is warm memories like these that often sustain our Commonwealth partners in this modern, post-genocidal world. Today, we honour this proud tradition of imperial bloodletting in Afghanistan and Iraq. And it's wonderful to see the commitment to the racism of our fathers shown by our children and grandchildren. When Prince Harry called that little Pakistani friend of his a raghead, he proudly joined this noble British tradition. We thoroughly enjoyed the Jubilee lunch, which one's grateful and supplicant nation threw in our honour. Our good friends from the Saudi and Bahraini royal families came to see us, such delightful, civilised young men. Our friends, the Al Sauds, were always asking, when can we buy more of your excellent weapons? As Christians, of course, our thoughts turn at these moments to the Bible. Jesus, we remember, said, "Blessed are the peacemakers," which we do think is a lovely sentiment. But really, Jesus is not terribly practical, is it? Philippe says it doesn't matter anyway, as these Johnny foreigners can't tell one end of an assault rifle from another, much less turn one with deadly force on a peaceful gathering of democracy campaigners. Sadly indeed, one can sympathise with the dilemmas of one's royal friends. Last year, Britain saw its own rioting of the rabble. And when the heir to the throne is set upon by miscreants and insurrectionists on his way to perform his royal function, one can only wish that Britain's own security forces might take a leaf out of the Bahraini book. Reflecting on events such as this leads us to painfully acknowledge that our reign has seen some tough and tragic times. For a long, dark time, we saw government by oiks and proles. We can now be grateful that we once again have a Prime Minister from Eton, who has bravely brought off the ravening hordes of international socialism with Sky Plus and limitless supplies of pornography. As our great country lavishes money on celebrating the glorious reign of us, your fabulously wealthy and increasingly baffled-looking monarch, we shouldn't forget to celebrate our values. My government and I would rather spend billions on the Olympics and force sick people and the disabled to work or risk destitution. My government and I believe it is more important to have nuclear weapons of genocidal power than it is to eliminate poverty. My government and I believe in rich people getting massively more rich and then using the poor as toilet paper. Everyone has a role in the big society. God save one and fuck you all.